Book us today at 434-879-6777. Again, that's 434-879-6777. My grandfather was a black farmer, so he was telling me some years back, I was asking him, what's up with him in the farm like that? Why ain't, growing things like he used to? And he was like, they changed up some rules. I'm like, wow. I ain't gonna get into that. That's another lecture. Let's move forward. However, to speak on having our own black town, business, etc., I feel we are now faced with the question, what's being black, African American, speaking black for the 21st century though? We got a lot of people out here saying Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. But right now, the question is, what is really being black right now? What is really being what they call an African in America? You know what I'm saying? Speaking black for the 21st century. And I say this when they're coming with different terminologies to attack different movements of us moving forward and forwardness in our independence. So we have something that's called Black This Awareness group or something like that. Then they putting a label on that, okay? Attacking it with different terminology. And this terminology, and like I said, this was 3 years ago. So I want y'all guys to look this up, make sure it's still around, maybe even more attention now. You know how they always add stuff to stuff. With the newest Fair report a few weeks ago, they call it about the B.I.E. Are y'all familiar with the B.I.E? Those is out there protesting. Let's look at what B.I.E was about. B.I.E, exclusive, the FBI's new U.S. terrorist threat. Black Identity Extremist. I will say it again. Black Identity Extremist. Oh, let me y'all can't really see my back. So I want y'all to look up the Black Identity Extremist. This came out in law enforcement calls it a violent movement. Critics call it racist. Okay, this came out October the 6th, 2017, when they were speaking on these type of things at that time. I know it have erased from our mind because we only deal with the moment. We don't look at longevity and stuff like that. We just deal with it now and then we forget about stuff and end up doing it again. Anyway, let's move forward. So, we have police demonstrate doing a protest in Ferguson, Missouri in 2014. Okay? As white supremacists prepared to descend on Charlottesville, Virginia in August of 2017, I think it was, the FBI warned about a new movement that was violently growing and racially motivated. Only it wasn't white supremacists. It was Black Identity Extremists. That's a broad title right there, fam. You know what I'm saying? So, amid a recruit's debate over whether the Trump administration has downplayed the threat possessed by white supremacist groups, the FBI Counterterrorism Division has declared that Black Identity Extremists pose a growing threat or premeditated violence against law enforcement. A growing threat or premeditated violence against law enforcement. Isn't that what's going on right now? Cats even shooting police, blowing up their cars. It's dangerous for them. They couldn't pay me enough to be a police officer right now. You feel what I'm saying? I love the community, but to get that deep with it, you can have that job. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, let's move forward. The FBI assesses it is very likely Black Identity Extremists, B.I.E. groups, perceptions of police brutality against African Americans strewed in an increase in premeditated, retaliatory, lethal violence against law enforcement, and will very likely serve as justification for such violence. Mark for officials only seen by foreign fathers. So, there's you saying you're Black Lives Matter. Being extreme, if you get really extreme with it, then they can label you as a Black Identity Extremist, family. Okay, let's move forward. Because my time is getting very very thin here. Been an hour. I'm talking your ears off. Might have to break this up into two parts. So please subscribe and like and definitely share our information. Okay, are we still going to continue the ideology of words and language and speeches from the Black Power movements of the late 50s and 60s? My brothers and sisters out there, our elders, you know what I'm saying, way before us, that passed us this knowledge, this information, you know what I'm saying? I got some here, that brother here, you know what I'm saying, Anthony Brother, you know what I'm saying? The Nile Valley Civilization. We got, what else we have here? We got like, our brother, you know what I'm saying, Yusuf Ben, you know what I'm saying, mother of the Western civilization, Africa, you know what I'm saying? We have our great scholars that we learn from and understand their work, you know what I'm saying? However, you know what I'm saying, this is my personal opinion, my personal view, is that I've seen a lot of cats still trying to implement or try to give this younger generation, let me say it like that, ideologies and thoughts of the 50s and 60s and stuff like that. This new generation, I feel, we had to take that and be able to utilize it for this days and time, because the different things that are going on in that days and time is definitely way different from this day and time. They talking about putting computer chips in us nowadays. You feel what I'm saying? Definitely, you know, going into another crisis like the 1920s where there's hunger and food, you know, recession, all that, you know what I'm saying? So, what do we have developed as a community? You see what I'm saying? So, we have to think of the 5G thing that's going down. You know, how that's going to affect the health of the community and stuff like this. Especially our melanated skin, because we are conductors of energy and stuff like that. So, I'm saying, you got the Black Power movement. I understand how do we utilize that information that our elders all the way back, you know what I'm saying, to Marcus Garvey, always back to Noble Drew Ali, you know what I'm saying, Brother, all the countless others, okay, that we can think about, you know what I'm saying? So we're supposed to utilize it for this days and time. And so we're supposed to take that information and transform it to constantly study from my understanding. And of course, we have to use the ideologies and a lot of the information, but we also got to be mindful of what's going on of the day's time. Because a lot of cats are still literally like stuck and talking stuff like from the 60s or something. Okay? And that's not what's happening right now. It's something even more totally different, more complex. I'm not saying it's not the same thing. It's just more complex the way it looks out here. And definitely our younger generation don't even have a clue what we are up against. Okay, let's move forward. So, that was, like I said, dealing with that time period. Many of us in many states were still sharecroppers. We must also understand too, a lot of cats that we see on TV, we hear about the different movements that were going on. Even if you look today, in modern times, the different people that got the different movements going on, okay? You don't see everybody out there. Okay? You don't see everybody out there on the front line or even on the sidelines. Okay? I'm just saying, they're not even out there, period. Okay? So it was even like that then. Even then you had people that were sharecroppers and stuff. So they had to work in fields, man. They still was kind of practicing the agriculture age all the way up until about the late 1980s. I was blessed enough to have one part of my family that dealt with the agricultural industry. You know what I'm saying? Growing tobacco and corn and lumber, stuff like that. So I had a basic experience on how that operation kind of went down or goes down. Okay, so I'm just saying we have to look at, even now, a lot of cats are not out there. Okay, they're not really even supporting. They look at them fools. Why don't they just stay at home? They know that, it's a Rona out there. Look, they endanger themselves. I mean, the list goes on of why people are saying, why are y'all doing what you're doing? Stop it. Jesus is coming. Everything will be all right. I'm not shaming nobody that's out there, but you have people saying these type of things. I'm just saying. All right? So let's move forward. While others was fighting, like I said, for the commercial enterprise within the industrial age of the 1830s all the way up to the 1970s, you had more of the industrial age going on. A fight that was currently happening during that time period of us moving forward. So, like I said, when we talk about things of the 60s and stuff, we're going out of from agricultural, industrial age. We're getting ready to transform into now this new age, what now they call the computer age or the cyber age. That's what we're into now. We're getting ready to go into, like I said, the RFID chip or the badge, especially, you know what I'm saying, if you want to enter into this place. I need to make sure that you have the COVID, which is, I just found out, you know what I'm saying, peace out to our brother, you know what I'm saying, and some sisters out there also, but, looking at the serious minds, y'all make sure y'all check them out. My brother, Professor Griff, you know what I'm saying, and they was talking about the acronym COVID, the field that may have, I had, you know what I'm saying, after doing their studies and research and listening to other people, they may have found what is the acronym of COVID. You know what I'm saying? The certificate of vaccination ID. Certificate of vaccination ID. I talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But right now, and we're not aware of the different black power groups are now labeled as terrorists, terrifying, terrible people. So it's a lot of different groups of people saying they black power groups of different groups right now that they under the B.I.E, the black extremists, right? So they saying they're from 911. We got to understand that there's a big thing that happened in 911, right? So now we're looking at terrorists, which means someone who causes terror, or maybe anyone who's terrifying that I might have to stand my grounds law on. Okay, even from you not covering your mouth, you might get beat down. I stood my ground because I felt you was a threat. You was terrifying. You terrified me. I feel you was terrible for not wearing your mask. You feel me? And so I had to stand my grounds, fam. Alright? So that's all that's on the terror or terrorists. Okay? I mean, real talk. I know it sounds crazy, but you gotta look at these words carefully when they use them. Okay? And then go look at the laws and compare them also to some old laws and see if some things still in effect or not. That we must keep in mind the now generation or the millenniums, many are birthed from the predators that he spoke about terminating in 1995. We must understand in 1995, we had Hillary Clinton calling these cats predators. That's now out here at the age of 25, 30, whatever. It's about 30 so years ago, 25, 26, 27, 28 years ago, they was calling them predators. Okay? And they had a Criminal Bill Act that, from my understanding, from what I'm hearing, they saying that dude Biden, who said that if you must not be black if you don't vote for him, he was the dude part of that Criminal Bill Act. Do we want him in office too? I don't know. Because I don't get down with the program like that. So I can't get here and speak on that. I'm just saying from the information that's out there that you can research for yourself. Okay, let's move forward. To aggravate, okay, most of our ideas, they saying we need to have an economical resources. First thing, we got our brother, our elder, our Bible, Claude Anderson. We need to definitely, I got to get his books, Modernity stuff. So definitely Dr. Claude Anderson, he definitely speaks to this in very detail. We got to start with our economical resources if we are looking to be respected and even protected, okay? Because we got to get, like I said, at least one block radius together. Somebody in community, okay? Because it's going to take the prayers not only to do what we need to do and get things going, but what are our plans going to be when they come, like I said a minute ago, when they come up with a cashless system? When you have to purchase things either with a card or a chip, or they saying they got a tattoo. Which one are you going to do? But if you have your own system and nation and you're trading with other nations that's not part of that particular system, then you may have a chance. Because it is nations that's not going to be part or not even thinking about it or not even wanting that within their system. There's already people, I think in Switzerland or Sweden, look it up, their whole society already got the chip in one of the towns or cities. So we need to definitely look at these things carefully. Okay? What currency or trading methods are we looking to use? These youth a lot of them don't know nothing about how to trade or bargain or any of that. They know how to steal, rob, cuss you out, and think they thug. They're going to thug out on you. So what we're going to do when it comes to trading methods and how to barter and trade? When we're going to get out here and show these youth, we got to start today. That's why I'm making this video, before we can take and just think about what I'm saying. This is Cultural Awareness Mission. Please subscribe to our video, to our channel, for we got more stuff to come. And are we looking to save the dead prayers and recycle them since we don't print our own money? We don't, like I said, we don't lost printers. We have no more printing companies like we used to. So, what are we going to do? Take out all our money in the bank and hold on to it. That way when the economy crashes, whatever happens, or when they switch over to the cash system of Bitcoin and the other coins that's digital, they already got it. They already been using Bitcoin, all that. That's the digital system. That's the cashless system. Okay? It may sound like a good deal to get into it. You invest it in there, you get this, you flip your bread, this, that, and the third. And a lot of people did make a lot of money off it. I'm not into the details of it. I had some people come to me with the pitch, is what I'm saying. So let's move forward. Whew. Need some water right quick. Anyway, are we looking to take, like I said, the biochip that's already being implemented and employees in Missouri? Remember they talking about on TV, if you didn't see it, you type it in about employees in Missouri getting the microchip, for their soda machines and going to work. Having security clearances for their job. You feel me? It's already happening right here in the USA. This right here, the biochip, let me zoom in on it. The RFID chip, okay, small as a grain of rice, okay, right there. So how many of us are actually have a actual business plan development for our community in 2020 and beyond that we can implement tomorrow? Get to work on it. What do we have? What alternatives do we have for our people other than keep talking, meeting, or protesting about the problems? What we're going to do is solve the problems and come together as one, as a collective. Okay, like I said, starting within your own community. Maybe you have a community council. We have one here, but it's not active at the moment. Anyway, moving forward. Which brings me to my last piece of words I'd like to share. And I thank y'all for your listening ear. blabbing off long-winded for at least about an hour now. I might have to break this down into pieces, or this would be called the same thing, you know, full video. But since the Trump card, there's been an increase on the subject of race, the Confederate Fed, and police brutality that leads to many marches right now and protests we've been seeing for the last 5 years at that time. So add 3 more years, so 8 years, for almost a decade now. They've been out here protesting about the police brutality, the unfairness and the treatment to the black lives, okay? And so we in our community saying, let's fight back these so-called white supremacist groups and etc. Okay? Now I feel, y'all seen this flag. I'm hearing that they say, hey, they turn in statues, and definitely this flag, they said this flag got to go. However, let's talk for a minute, man. I feel we are focusing a lot of energies on this white supremacist stuff. Like I said, in the Confederate flags. Like I said a minute ago, let's get to learning our community, start stockpiling, start co-oping, and start building little African councils, start voting people in that's going to do work for us and within our community, and then within our city, you know what I'm saying? And then even within our whole state, that's going to help us, you know what I'm saying, move forward as one. You feel me? So, because a lot of people out here saying Black Lives Matter. So let's see if they really legit about their protesting, okay? Or when the fact shows that the concept of being American or foreign American was first built or formed off of, are we familiar? The Articles of Confederation. So America was first built, this is one of the first flags. In 1775, I know y'all seen this flag right here around, or maybe on somebody's hub license plates with the snake and stuff. Don't tread on me. Okay? This is doing the American, this is called the Gadsden flag. That's Gadsden flag. It's an historical American flag in 1775 during the American Revolution. Early model flag along with the material flag. It's M-O-U-L-T-R-I-E, maybe turn it up. The Liberty flag was designed by commission in 1775. So let's get an understanding of what's going on, family. Because I think a lot of us is just out here protesting and angry and stuff. But let's kind of look at what's happening. And what are the people really turning down right now? Okay? They had, for 11 years, from 1776 to 1787, they didn't fully work due to the lack of protection. No real army at that time. No legal system at that time. Okay? So they formed a federal, it was compact or treaty, and had a Confederate States of America. That's the Confederate States before the United States of America. Are y'all following me? So let's look at this. So they had no real army. They had no real legal system quite yet. They haven't quite stole the information as I share that in my book from the Iroquois Confederation. But anyway, the Articles of Confederation. So what are we talking about when we talk about Confederacy? I want the Confederate this down, that down. And you're getting these people that rock their flags upset right now, right? And a lot of y'all probably, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I know our people. I know that's what you're saying. It's all gravy, baby. I ain't mad at you for saying what you're saying. That's your feelings, you feel me? But I'm just here to give you some awareness of what's going on. That's it. So the Gadsden flag is an historical American flag with a yellow field depicting the rattlesnake caught in the ready to strike. Positioned below the rattlesnakes are the words, "Don't tread on me." The flag is named after the American general and politician Christopher Gadsden, 1724 to 1805, who designed it in 1775 during the American Revolution. It was used by the Continental Marines as an early motto flag along with the Montero flag. So there you have it. Don't trade it. But let's go into this flag thing some more. Modern use of the guidance flag includes the political ideologies and movements such as the libertarianism and the Tea Party movement, as well as American soccer supporter groups, including Sam's Army and the American Outlaws since the late 1980s. Let's move forward. I see y'all, give y'all some link. Hopefully if I remember at the end of this. Okay, so in 1787, the American government took and used information from the Iroquois League Confederation to now form the present-day known American Constitution. Many pledged allegiance to and died for. And like I said, I go into some of that into my book about the Pledge of Allegiance, okay, and to the Roman army actually, that helped create their federal government that we Africans enslaved properly, pretty much is what we was, is, and so they indicate in some writings. Currently used and depend on and run to suspecting some form of assistance. So we turn down and at the same time asking for a certain form of assistance with the problem, but in a sense, a lot of them already turned it down, which is the Confederates or Confederacy. Let's read forward. Let's move forward, okay? See as I'm tripping here. This is just my view and opinion. I want you to do your own research. I'm coming from a Confederate slave state. I had to ask myself these questions. What are we really fighting against? You see what I'm saying? I'm around some of those that they call rednecks. You know, I understand their theories. You know, you stay over here, I stay over here. Don't fool with our women. Definitely don't fool with ours. That type of, ideologies and more. So anyway, and should we be fighting, protesting, marching, etc. against this form of government in which, from my understanding, we the people or the Confederate is the government? Okay? Or should we be forming our own as African Americans, as black men? Forming our own forms of government, like I said, start at community level, then go to the city level, then state, and so forth and so on. Get our people in different positions to be utilized for the purposes of betterment and self-efficient for our community. We start doing trade, international trade with our brothers and sisters, hopefully international travel without us having to get certain shots, or you have to have the COVID ID. You feel what I'm saying? Let's move forward. Do we really know what's a Confederate family? Are we familiar with it? Those who out there. I'm coming to share this with y'all right quick. Adjective, is it united in a league, alliance, or conspiracy? People united together, coming together, even in an alliance or league, or of a relating to the Confederate States of America, the Confederate Army. Let's move forward. A person, group, nations, etc., united with others in a confederacy and ally, and a compliance, especially in a mischievous or criminal act. Initial capital letters, trying to zoom in a little bit, okay? U.S. history is supporter of the Confederate States of America. Moving forward. Confederate to unite in a league, alliance, or conspiracy. Even in a conspiracy, okay? They can unite. Word origin of the history of Confederate goes back to the late 14th century, from late Latin confederistas, league together, like a baseball league, football league. They on the same team. Okay. Past particular of confederare, to unite by a league, from come with together. Okay? You can go look this word up. Also used as a past particular adjective from the late 14th century. It's a simple adjective from 1550, meaning of or belonging to the Confederate States of America. It's from 1861. From 1861. Used as a noun from late 15th century. Okay? Let's move forward. What's a confederation, though? Okay, what's a confederation? These are one of the original flags that I'm showing y'all. Okay? I don't know how good y'all can see it. I'm trying to zoom in a little bit to get a decent idea. Okay. It's an organization that consists of a number of parties or groups. Remember I was telling you about in your community, then you go to your city, and then you have people even on the city level representing groups united in an alliance or league, a confederation or trade unions, alliance, league, confederacy, federation, association, coalition, sort of conglomerates, cooperative or corporations, or syndicate, group, circle, society. You heard of that word, society, group. All right, unions. You heard of unions. Okay. All that is part of the Confederacy, y'all. Let's move forward. Word origin and history of Confederation, early 15th century. Act of confederating, from Middle French, confederation, from Old French, confederation. From late Latin, confederation. Okay? And so on and so on. Meaning states or persons united by a league is from the 1620s. I tell y'all more about that, about vassals, and barons, and knights, and a certain what's called serfdom system that they had, and stuff like that. I go into that in our book here, in the 2 DVDs. Got to have both DVDs to catch a lot of that information. But I go into that information in our workbook. I don't go into that right now. But as you can see, the Confederation is these unions, these society groups, different corporations, conglomerates, okay, alliances and leagues that we're hearing about. This is all part of the Confederation, y'all. Understand what I'm trying to share with y'all. What's the meaning of federal? These are the original flags, fam. Look at them. Let me see if I can zoom in on them a little bit better. Show a little something going on. So I want y'all to feel what I'm saying. Out of love, yo. Because it's about each one teach one. Share this information and hope you all, give me some comments down below, like, subscribe, and definitely share. And press that bell button for, get notification when I have some more information coming out. All right. I'm definitely going to have to break this down into 2 parts, but it's all good. And maybe have the main full known as well. What's the name and the meaning of federal? Okay? So these are the original flags, as I was saying. And I'm going to tell you more about that in a second. Let's move forward. The word origin and history for federal. Okay, go back to 1640, the theological term from French, federal, from Latin, fobius, covenant, league, treaty, and an alliance related to fides or faiths. Okay, faith or pledge allegiance. When you pledge allegiance to self, giving that promise, okay, that you down with what's going on. Okay, meaning pertaining to treaty. 1650s led to political sense of state formed by agreement among the independent states. 1707, from phrases like federal union based on a treaty popularized by formation USA 1776 to 1787. Let's move forward. Y'all with me? Okay? This is from dictionary.com, browse further. Let's move forward, y'all. Hope y'all with me. Hope I ain't putting y'all to sleep by now. You'll take a rest right now. You'll drink some water. I am. Let's move forward. Okay. At the time of the Declaration of Independence in the July 1776, the Continental Congress would not legally adopt flags with stars originally. White in a blue field for another year. The flag, contemporaneously known as the Continental Colors, what has historically been referred to as the First Nations flag. Right. Don't they look like the British jump? With the cross in the middle? Yeah, that's a cross, man. And we just move forward. Let's move forward. Then we had the Betsy Ross flag that came out, fam. It is an early design of the flag of the United States, popularly, but very likely incorrectly attributed to Betsy Ross, because I think it was an African woman, a black woman, that actually designed the flag. But we'll get into that. Common motifs of alternating red and white stripes filled with 5 pointed stars in a blue continent. The first documented usage of this flag was in 1792. The flag features 13 stars to represent the original 13 colonies, with the stars arranged in a circle. The first national flag of the Confederate States of America with 13 stars. So the 13 stars represented the Confederate 13 states. Okay? Let's move forward. The stars and bars used national flag adopted March the 4th, 1861. I think the red is for the blue, red for blood, the white for peace. And white for peace, and red is for war or blood, and blue, I forgot. I think for the sky or God or something like that. Anyway, let's move forward. Okay, stripes with equal height. Okay, November 28, 1861, found 13-star version designed 3 horizontal stripes of equal length. That's what we're looking at now. Zoom out a little bit. Of equal length. Okay, and designed 3 horizontal stripes of equal length, alternating red and white with a blue square, 2/3 of the height of the flag as the continent. Inside the continent are white 5-pointed stars of equal size arranged in a circle and pointing outward. Then comes the second national flag. Let me zoom in on that one. Can y'all see? See what it is? Let's see what this is, national flag. America, remember? That's what we out here saying. Right? The rights for the Americans. Or the Confederate States. Let's move forward. The second national flag of the Confederate States of America, named the Stainless Banner, used national flag proportion. Adopted May 1st, 1863. Designed a white rectangular 2 times as wide as it is tall, a red quadruple in the continent. Inside the continent is a blue salt tower with white outlining with 13 white 5-pointed stars of equal size inside of this. So that also had 13 stars within it. So let's move forward. The third national flag of the Confederate State of America. Can y'all see it? Let me zoom out a little bit. This is the third one of the Confederate States of America. The Bloodstained Banner, it was called. Okay, the Bloodstained Banner. Used national flag portion 2/3 adopt March the 4th, 1865. That's when they freed us, ain't it, man? 1865. This is Juneteenth today, 2020. So 1865, the Bloodstained Banner. Used national flag. Designed a white rectangle of 1.5 times as wide as it is tall. A red vertical stripe on the far right of the rectangle. A red neutral, and the content inside. The content is in blue. Solitaire with white outline with 13 white 5-pointed stars of equal size inside the solitaire. This was designed by Arthur L. Rogers. Arthur L. Rogers. Now, the one that everybody is talking about. Peoples. This is called the battle flag of the Army of Northern Virginia. Because the flags were similar, okay, while they was on the battlefield, they say, look, man, we're going to have this one representing that we're part of the Northern Army. Then you had the regular flag with the 13 columns. Okay, we was right here. Then you had one of these other flags flashing in the air at the same time. Okay? But this is one of their flags, fam, of the Confederacy. Actually one of the original, as you can see. Before they went on here and adopted the, which one was this? Okay, before they adopted it. So one of the first flags was this, 1792. And then during the battle flag also, we had that going on. So but part of the Confederacy though, all the way back to the Confederate, like I said, war, this was some of the stuff that was used, okay? This is part of their Confederacy. So let's look, before I end this awareness segment, I would like to mention about us dealing with the petty rollers. Because the petty rollers, have been asking people, who knows what a petty roller is? I have a link down below. Y'all can check out something I already kind of spoke on about the petty rollers and why we're getting our head cracked out here and nothing really happens. When we're here recently, it's time to get charged for murder and stuff like that. You charged but not fully convicted yet. You feel me? So that's what's going on. Let's move forward. See, we spend a lot of energy on trying to also figure out why this foul treatment from law enforcement, like I was just saying before. It's because of the petty rollers. Petty rollers also part of the Confederacy, were these militia groups that also ended up being formed and done. Then two supremacist groups, like I said, small sectors of Confederates was formed. To the modern day homeland security. They are securing their areas, securing their properties, securing their investments. Okay? And when you step out of line, these are the consequences that they feel that they can do. Anyway, let's move forward. How do we prepare our African communities in 2020 though? And beyond, when our streets are going to be patrolled, not by the Americans or the Confederates, like it's been all these years, because you're seeing stuff being torn down. Saying, yo, this is the end of y'all. We don't want to see that no more. We don't turn in statues and carrying on, right? But by foreign troops and robotics. I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. I was trying to tell the police at the police station, hey family, eventually y'all jobs are going to be taken by robotics. Artificial intelligence, because they don't have all that emotions like you seen the police chiefs and stuff crying and stuff on TV and carrying on. A robot ain't gonna do all that. Okay? It ain't gonna have them same emotions and feelings and concerns for you. So they already got these things out, man. Okay? And this is the borders that they saying that they already have. This came from the ACLU. This is a map. See where it came from? Try to zoom in for y'all so you can see it a little bit. See, this came from the ACLU. It's dealing with the borders and the government 100-mile border zone. This is the 100-mile border zone. You got it everywhere. Know your rights. The government's 100-mile border zone map. Many people think that the border-related policies impact only people living in the border towns like El Paso and San Diego. Remember they was talking about building walls and we need border patrol and take care of our borders this and our borders that? Okay, this is what they're talking about. The 100-mile border zone. It actually goes all the way around the United States, man. Okay? I want y'all to look this stuff up. Don't just take my word for it. Give me more information. Matter of fact, send me some more information if you find out anything. Alright? So let's look at that. The reality of Border Patrol, interior enforcement, operations and crops deep across the United States, affecting the majority of Americans. That's why they're coming in with these different tanks and stuff. It's getting serious. Okay. 100-mile zone that an outdated federal regulation defines as the border zone. Okay, that is within all 100 miles of U.S. land or coastal borders. So within a 100-mile radius of all our border zone, there's some heavy military that you're not really seeing, fam. Okay? Although this zone is not literally constitution-free, constitutional protections do still apply. The Border Patrol frequently ignores those protections and runs roughshod over individual civil liberties. So, we were just talking about also this right here, COVID, certificate of vaccination ID. Okay? Now, I ain't no expert on it. You feel what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let me look it up right now, just like I want y'all to look it up right now. I'm going to use my old Googly phone and see what I can find out about. Because, you know what I'm saying, peace out, like I said, I was watching Serious Minds, Professor Griff, and they mentioned that, and I said, man, let me go ahead and try to share that with my community as well. Because I don't think we are understanding what's really going on with this pandemic that's happening. And it seems like our community is some of the most scared communities right now as far as catching it and stuff like that. So let's look this up right quick. Certificate of Vaccination ID. Clinical B.I.E stands for certificate. Okay. Okay, cool. It isn't an acronym. Okay, some item came in. Stand for civil. Got people coming in, fact checking and all that. The name of it is Immunity Passport. Let me type that up here for you. Ain't got time. Immunity Passport. Unites 60 firms on self-sovereignty. Tech world agrees on the need for some kind of digital certificate. Self-sovereignty. Okay. So these are Bill Gates and ID 2020 coalition using COVID. Just to come with a new ID. So y'all do some research on the certificate of vaccination, better known as the immunity passport, where we can't go into certain cities, towns, definitely stores, okay, and other places of businesses if we don't have maybe a mask on, definitely, which can cause carbon monoxide poison. At the end of the day, read the back of the box. Please, read the back of your box and tell me what does it say that it protects you from. Does it say it protects you from health care? Or does it say it does not protect you for health care? I don't know. I do know. I have a box. I can show you. But for now, I want y'all to do your own research. Go look at your own box. And tell me what it says in your own cabinet. Y'all will follow me? So let's move forward. They have what's called exoskeletons for war. Y'all look this word up, exoskeletons for war. Okay, it's part of the robotic police I was trying to tell y'all about a minute ago. Why did they need our diamonds for? Y'all heard about the blood diamonds and stuff. Well, part of them diamonds is to make laser weapons for the Star Wars program of 1982. Please look this up. Look up Reagan's Star Wars Star Wars program of 1982. So this thing been going on since 1980s, really 1950s. Go back to Eisenhower and all of them talking about spacecraft and so forth and so on. Okay, fam? And so I thank y'all for taking time with this quarantine lecture, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Right here on the MB3 channel. Please subscribe. I thank y'all for y'all patience. I definitely appreciate if you comment, put that like button up. And if you do thumbs down, it's cool. But say why you thumbing it down. Don't be no sucker and just thumb it down real quick. See, yo, man, that thing was no good because of X, Y, and Z. It's the only way our brothers and sisters out here can improve ourselves and our work. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this has been, I hope I did pretty good. Because it's been, like I said, 3 years that I made this particular piece. And that's the last time I even did what I'm doing right now in front of y'all. I do have some more lectures that's coming up. So definitely subscribe and taking callers up and bookers now. Please support my book. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to support, you know, get a book or share our information. You know what I'm saying? That's how you, and definitely subscribe, because we're trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. So definitely tell everybody to subscribe if they haven't subscribed to our channel. So definitely support our book that's out. Slade only got a few more copies, about 100 or so more copies left of this book. So definitely get it from Culture Awareness Ministry, The Seventh Black Awakening, Slavery from Past to Present. Are we still in it? And are we ready to go back into it in so many ways that your mind can't even register? Okay, family? So continue to educate yourself. One love. And peace and blessings to all my brothers and sisters out there. And let's keep it moving out there. Remember, we got to have a purpose. Start in your community. And let's build from there. Get your council formed. You know what I'm saying? And start seeing what your community really needs. Then from there, you know what I'm saying, how can y'all become self-efficient? What kind of supplies, materials, stuff that y'all can produce within inside y'all community to take and contribute or sell or trade or bargain with in other communities. That's all I have to say for today. Love all of y'all. Till next time. Peace.
Going into a different phase inside of this maze. Yo, the streets are just too crazy right now. I'm stepping around and I see within this town what's going down. Most minds are out of range.
Book us today at 434-879-6777. Again, that's 434-879-6777. The Seventh Black Awakening.